Hello, my dear listeners. My name is Kishore Ganesh, and in this episode of the Vocal About Visuals podcast, I'll be reviewing the Japanese anime film Suzume, which has received a massive worldwide release thanks to some impressive distribution by the Toho company. It is written and directed by Makato Shinkai, who, with his films, has this knack of making me feel like that feeling you get after you had a really good cleansing cry, but on the inside and plenty of times on the outside as well. Suzume is a female driven film. The protagonist is female, but so are so many of the beautiful supporting characters. But this absolutely does not mean that the male characters are any less charming or well written. No, no, forget male, even the supernatural beings. Yes, there are supernatural beings here, and it won't be a Makato Shinkai film if there are no supernatural phenomena, will it? And yes, even the supernatural beings are extremely well written and have a beautiful personality. This film hooked me very, very early on when Suzume goes, quote unquote, beautiful. And I'm like, wow, this one scene has said and showcased so much about quote unquote female romance than what so many movies and even entire movie industries have failed to do. And from that point onwards, I wanted to see what this heroine was going to do for the rest of the film. I mean, that would have been enough for me. But then our boy Makato says, "Hold my beer," and goes on to write memorable character after memorable character with Suzume and her companion meet in what is an epic road movie. Man, I wish I was on such a trip right now as I write this review. So far, we have touched upon the supernatural and the road trip, but then comes the pierced resistance of the film, the relationships that Suzume forms in it. Each relationship in this film is a give and take. Without any prior motive, either Suzume or the supporting characters offer and receive kindness. And Suzume's quest is not just propelled forward by her will, her passion, and her intelligence, but also by the kindness, blessings, and the wishes of the kind people she meets. Feels all nice and gooey, right? Now imagine watching all of this with that beautiful artwork transmitting the story to you. In addition to all this epicness, Suzume is also a coming of age story, and one of the best of this category. Boys and girls, men and women, this is a story that will appeal to everyone who is transitioning from that uncertain teenage, pre adulthood period of their life into full blown adulting. And as someone who's technically supposed to have transitioned into adulthood way back, but is still trying to come to grips with it, it appealed big time to me as well. And I bet this film will just about work with everyone who has been through those uncertain periods when you feel the pull of the world outside but still have one foot in your nest, and all the doubts and insecurities, but at the same time, the excitement, thrill, and joy that comes with that situation. Suzume is a masterpiece that keeps it real even if it dabbles with supernatural elements. If you're a fan of anime, or if not, are just a fan of great stories, then Suzume is a must watch for you. It is still in the theaters right now, and if you finish watching it and want to go on a Makato Shinkai binge, then head over to my Twitter at Podcast Plural, where I've shared the details about an upcoming mini film festival consisting only of Makato Shinkai's films. Once again, my name is Kishore Ganesh. This is the Vocal About Visuals podcast, and thank you, my dear listeners, for your time and for listening. Please do give this podcast a follow on your preferred podcast platforms and on YouTube. Follow me at Podcast Plural on Twitter and Instagram, where I get a chance to share links to my upcoming episodes and also convey some key information regarding the podcast to you guys directly. Thank you.